What it is? It's your boy QDZ Double E's, and that episode all about Sam Eyes. How about it, driver? Excuse me. Yeah, waiting here to get unloaded. Figured I'll catch up on a couple videos. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope your week's going great. You guys staying safe out there on the road and all that good stuff you ain't never heard of. Yeah, let's get to it. So, we're coming up on my 1 year running under my own authority. A few more months, give or take, and we'll be at our 1 year. And I'll share with you some of the things that I've gone through and that how I feel about it now. So we can kind of consider it I think we're gonna say a 9-month review. Yeah, we say about 9 months. And it's been a ride. It's been a ride, man. It's really been a ride, literally. But I tell you what, I wouldn't change anything about it. I've learned a lot on the carrier side. Got to see a lot of things that most drivers don't see because carriers don't show you, or things that they keep under wraps. A lot of, I was able to debunk a lot of myths, about having a carrier and what can be done and what can't be done. For instance, the whole thing about PC, it's all carrier dependent. There's no set guideline across the board, where some carriers are trying to make you think it's a DOT federal thing, and it's a lot of it has to do with their discretion. And amongst some other little knick-knack things. I'm going to save all that maybe for the actual 1 year video when we get to that point, because I don't want to stray too much off. But I've learned a lot, on the business side of it. With that being said, my tags are due. Actually, I think I am. Yeah, I've cut myself. Actually, next month will be the year. I'm gonna say May because my tags expire in May. So with that being said, it's another $1,500 expense, and you have to have that done before they expire. I know here in Florida they recommend, if you're going to do it by mail, you do it at least 30 to 60 days in advance. If you're going to do it online, if you have an account, they recommend that you do it at least 20 to 30 days. So when I get back this week, I'll be doing my paperwork file for my new tags, which is, I think, a racket in itself. You got to get all these new tags every year, and it's like they literally give you new tags because your expiration is printed in Florida anyway. It's printed on the tag, so they give you a new tag. There's no way you can use your old tag again, which I think is a big waste of resources. But again, another video. Got to do quite a few IFTA filings, quite a little bit of back office paperwork, but not too much. Most everything was done up front. So yeah, not a whole lot of paperwork on that end. learning the rhythms of, cash flow and how I want to be paid and the revenue that I actually need, because these things you readjust to. I always knew what I needed to run and what I needed running under another carrier. I knew what I needed when I was running under all the other carriers I was leased to. I definitely knew what I needed when I was running under Landstar, because Landstar handled all the back office stuff. So, it's different. It was definitely different, especially once you file IFTA tax, and then it seemed like that 4 months, 3-4 months come up, that quarter comes up so fast. You like, man, I thought I just did this. And if you don't do it in time, you will not be able to get your registration stickers for your IFTA. Like, if you miss that cutoff, it's a whole process and it's a headache. And they will send you a notification to be like, hey, we noticed we didn't get your IFTA filing yet. And trust me, it's happened. It was they had to notify me and let me know. I was like, damn, I thought I just did it, but apparently I didn't do it. And I was able to do it real quick online, send it off, and bam. So, but I was still in my window anyway. But they do notify you. So keeping up with that kind of stuff, and it definitely makes you have your back office game up. If you don't, you have a lot of problems. You always got to constantly keep it in your mind of the things that you need, maintenance reports and things like that. Now, mind you, there's nobody breathing down my back telling me I need to have maintenance reports and I need to have this stuff here in front and center. But I have to keep a mental mind of it, because you just want to have that, obviously for audit reasons. And when you renew your registration, at least in Florida, I don't know how it is anywhere else, excuse me, when you renew your registration, one of the things they ask you for is they want you to have all the miles that you've driven that physical year in those states, individual states. And they tell you on the form, do not guesstimate. They say, we encourage you not to guesstimate. So you have to have that. And depending on how you're doing your fuel in your ELD or however you doing that, that's going to be, it could be cumbersome. Luckily, I have a lot of logs of that. I could just go into my ELD and pull all that information for the whole year and put it into my form when I'm doing my renewal for my tags. And if you don't have that, then they can deny it. And I think they even mentioned something about maintenance reports if you have that. So with that, then not to mention your yearly inspections, you have to keep up with that. Like now, I think my truck is probably about due for a yearly inspection. I know the trailer's good. I got to look on my paperwork because I just did that not too long ago. I know I did because this is a new trailer, so I know I did it recently again. So we ain't got to worry about that. And then again, I can just go on the cloud and download my information, because when I do all that paperwork, I send it up to my cloud so I can access it from my phone or my computer anywhere on the fly. If God forbid I get stopped, DOT, and they say, we want to see your registration, I don't have to hunt for it. Even if it's in the truck, I can just go on there, boop, go on my drive and download it right there, and I have it all folded out and categorized. That's how I keep track of that stuff. But you have to keep it up, So over this course of this year was really learning to just be efficient on paperwork and upkeep of the truck, which is stuff that we've been doing anyway, right? As owner operators, we on top of our equipment anyway. So that's that, and just the business aspect of it, monitoring what's coming in on the finance side. Some guys probably don't. They probably don't. They just making money and just putting in the bank making money. But monitoring what's actually coming in and how you're running, because these are the things that's going to determine in how you're going to run. You know, I hope you guys don't think when I be like, man, I'm just going to go home because this ain't making sense, you know, and I got to run local to save fuel. I have to have something to compare that to, you know, and if I'm not keeping track of it, it wouldn't bother me one way or the other, right? So with that being said, you have to constantly really look at those numbers and keep a rolling Rolodex of what you're actually doing. And two, it helps too, you know, come to the end of the year and you know, tax time, and you kind of have a good ballpark of what you're looking at. And again, I want to keep this particular video simple. I'm gonna get into that stuff probably in May or June or whatever, in detail of the one full year. So we'll save some of that stuff for then. I don't want to keep it all juicy, give all the juicy stuff away, if you will. But overall, I mean, I can't complain about anything, man. The freedom, that's what I go back to, man. The freedom and having that time to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. That's to me, that's priceless, and I enjoy every minute of it, you know. And I'm finding that I don't even care if I don't make a whole lot of money every week, you know, because our standards of a whole lot of money, everybody's standards of a whole lot of money is different anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if I make $4 grand a week and I go home with that, to me that's still worth my time and being able to be home with my family. And there's people that don't even make nowhere near that a week, you know. So it's not always about the money, you know, and I've been saying that from the start of this channel, you know, about chasing the money and just not having to is great, you know. That's why I said knowing your numbers and what you need to make, because the insurance, you know, you got to definitely keep up on your insurance, you know, because they'll pull your insurance quick. I had an issue with my insurance company, did something, man, and I didn't even know. And next thing I know, I did a video on it. My brokers were dropping me, and I didn't know what was going on. They were like, "You ain't got no insurance," and it was a glitch with my insurance, but they had it up and taken care of within the day, and I was back to rolling. Luckily, during that time, I was home. I did a video on it, if you guys remember. But rolling things you got to keep in your mind, you know. But outside of that, my year has been great. Well over 6 figures for this year, and I can't complain, you know. And some of that was, and I mean well over, because you guys remember I ran half that year with Landstar. So, you know, coming into the change. But my first year under my own was great overall, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And you know, yeah, I loved every minute of it, you know what I'm saying? Even that little hiccup I had with the truck, and truck, you know, went down, and I had to get that load repowered, and I'm glad I experienced those things, you know, because that's real, you know. It ain't always going to be peachy and creamy. You're going to have problems, but being out here like this under my own definitely gave me a whole nother respect to be on top of it. But so far, so good, and I love it, man. I mean, again, that freedom, and just being able to run your business how you want to run it. And if you need to tell somebody go to hell, you tell them to go to hell. It just is what it is. Overall, get up out of bed for yourself. You know, you get up for your family and for you. And what other better way is to do it? You know, I have no regrets about making that move that I made. So I'm looking forward to the next few years, you know. Yeah. It's your boy QDZ, Double Easy. I'll holla at you.